Good evening, my friends. I am back. We're going to be doing some more fun with my bunny. Logging in? It's so nice to be able to log in just a few minutes. Less than 30 seconds instead of waiting a few minutes, I mean. Don't recall where we left off. We're doing some main story quests to unlock some more content. Ah, yes. We were going to unlock House that Death built. So, what I've learned from last night is that the highest level guild test is going to be at 40. So when I get Paladin, we're going to probably do that because I'll probably be level 40. Earned a little solace. So I'm going to do a skill breakdown of Paladin as well. Once we get there. No, we just have tank mastery right now. I remember all this so long ago. Again, not so very long ago because I did play Momo a bit. Like those. Okay. Omuxio. If you're new to this, I am skipping through all the story stuff. This is a learning thing. If you want to enjoy the story, please play through the game. The trial goes up to level 60. And let me tell you, that is a lot of content for this game, because that's literally 2 expansions. Or the main game, which is huge, and then the first expansion, which is, while not as huge, is still rather significant. Oh, we gotta go back to New Gridania. Ursa Sprinkles. That is a cute name. I may not get to any dungeons tonight. Had a busy day. So while Mom is away recuperating, I have some things I'm doing here, and one of them is cleaning up, getting rid of stuff, because I can disable in the sense of create a huge mess and then clean it up later while I'm doing stuff. So if she's here, I can't necessarily do that. So I have cleared out part of the kitchen. Basically I've emptied the pantry. I'm going to be going through it and getting rid of the old stuff that, we can't use. Getting rid of the stuff that, we don't eat. Why do we have stuff we don't eat? Because, we used to eat it. We don't eat it anymore, so Right now the living room is full of food. I will be getting back to that eventually. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna tackle a second step, which is moving a lot of heavy objects onto the pantry. And I gotta call maintenance and have them come in and do a few things, so... Where we going? Speak with Tataru. Back from the wood. Back to... Yep. So... I'm gonna be busy for about next week. Because I've got to get the, gotta get both the kitchen and the living room back into working order. That's gonna involve getting rid of a lot of stuff. Blue boy. He actually blue. It's white. Lanwan. Is your quest for? Oh, it's to make the gems. Oh hey, Nedrick Ironheart, you've got another quest for me. You've got another quest for me. Sunken Temple. We might make it to a dungeon tonight. It'll be out of order. Let me check the list. Be on the safe side. Yeah, Sunken Temple has 2 dungeons in front of it. We may not get to it tonight. I think I want to, I definitely want to get Paladin before I enter there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Bye, people. So I actually need to look that up. 1 second, I just... Norwegian? I think it was Norwegian. Let's switch that and go. Okay, yes. Yes, that is actually true. I learned something new today. Just what a not uncommon thing translates to. That is kind of funny. So basically, rare pupper. Spelled R-A-R-E space P-U-P-P-E-R. Translate that into Norwegian. I'll let you do it yourself. You'll understand why I'm kind of just chuckling. Alright, need to speak with... Hulda. I swear I'm gonna be like level 60 when I'm done with the level 50 content. I'm gonna be higher level than that. I'm gonna bet I'm gonna be about level 80 by the time I'm done with Heavensward content. But I need to come back here. I need to see if I can upgrade my rank. I'll check that beforehand. So, learning moment. You can speak with this person and apply for promotion. Alright, we can do it. You just have to have the requisite amount of seals to do this. We confirm. What this does is it gives us access to more things to purchase from the quartermaster. We've got the things that are available from 3rd class, and then we haven't reached corporal yet, but we can now get these things. Flame Private's ring all the way up. And we can get the smelling salts and the spine drops. Seriously, don't bother. Don't bother getting those. You will never use them. And I am being very kind there. The reason that you will never use them is because they've more or less removed the need for it. Going back out there. In this last expansion, they didn't add any new healing potions in. And it was kind of a letdown because I tend to use the potions quite frequently. And well, my main is a bard. Of course I'm going to be using the potions because we don't have an effective healing skill. Every other class has a means of healing itself, aside from, was it Second Wind? Yeah, Second Wind. Hey, I recognize Chef J from yesterday. Ihibaru. Okay. Speak with the merchants around here. Talk to you first. Multiloquent merchant. That is a word that I am actually not very familiar with. Loquent. Oh, I got my work cut out for me tomorrow. I'll try to get on earlier and do a longer stream tomorrow. As it sits. Yeah, we'll just have to see how things go. Took me a few hours to do what I did today, but tomorrow's going to be a lot of cleaning too, because a lot of the appliances that I'm going to be moving haven't seen much love. What I'd really love to do is get my mom's KitchenAid mixer and take it in for warranty repairs, because it needs some TLC. I think it was run for a while without having been oiled, and you know what a machine is like when it needs to be oiled. So it's pretty gummed up in there. It does not sound good when it turns on. KitchenAid is loud, but it shouldn't be, you know, gravel in a cement mixer loud. Get up there. Get up there. Or do I have... Let me up. Round. It's fine. What do we find? What do we kill? Sense a hostile presence. Hostile presence dealt with. Run back. So, when it comes to the story in this game, the thing I am finding is that all the quests between the story, like all the running around doing things, it is literally just like you are working to get to the next page in a book. And while, you know, the first the question that you do before you get to certain points in the story might not be as engaging, it basically grabs onto you and starts going really quickly once you get there. And once you get to like end content for once you hit level 50 content, it becomes a lot more engaging and a lot more, I mean, it actually feels like there is a looking for not desperation. What is the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. Like risk versus reward. It feels like there is more, trying to say, more at stake. There's a word that I'm thinking of, but that's not it. I do highly suggest playing through the storyline because this is a story-based game. It's not like World of Warcraft. It's not like a lot of the open world games as well. You actually have to know the story to understand what's going on, and it's worth it once you get everything done. There are very few things that have moved me to emotions like the story in this game, so. And one of them is going to be coming up relatively soon in the storyline. And it was the first part that just kind of... It's the first thing that made me angry in the game. And not angry because... No, that's wrong. It's angry because, you know, I did not... It's not something I wanted to have happen. And being the character that you are in this game, I kind of wish that you had the ability to go back and change it. Because you are main character in this game. All these other people that you see running around, they're just people that you can play with. They can be friends, there can be a lot going on, but when it comes to everything that takes place in the game, you're the only warrior that is being sought. So I just hope that you understand and will enjoy that. It's like from the get-go in this game, you're meant to see that your character is important. About halfway through the story quest, I mean, the beginning story quest, you'll start to like have more importance being given to you. You are standing out to certain people, and then something's happened to you, and stuff happens. We got to go talk to Minfilia then. And I remember, playing through World of Warcraft, and I don't recall any of the characters that I played, Horde or Alliance side, being singled out as being, hey, you're kind of important to this, until maybe Mists. And that just... It's no longer a game that is about you playing the character. It's just a bar that was very... It's something that was dropped and... Ooh! So, Sewer Syrup. Right there. That is a hunt mob. That is a level 50 hunt. That is a B rank. He's a B rank because he has the blue. If it were red, he would be an A rank. Or possibly an S rank. I'm pretty sure at level 80 my character could take out an S rank, level 50 S rank, by herself. But yeah, it didn't feel like anything that was going on in World of Warcraft was character importance. It was always the Horde or the Alliance that was the most important thing. And you were just a grunt. You were just a soldier. And, I could understand that could work for a lot of the lower levels, but when you start, I mean, there really was no main storyline to follow until they started doing the expansions. And even then, I think, what's it, the Lich King series was the, Frozen Throne. No, that was the Wrath of the Lich King. I had to look behind me. I think it was Wrath of the Lich King that had the last, in-depth storyline, at least that I played. Because, I was playing this when Warlords of Draenor was coming to an end and they were going to be doing the next one. I forget what they called it. But they had a come back and visit us and see if you want to continue playing with us week of free time. So I went back and I played through the entirety of the content in about 4 days. 4 days to get through the entire story of an entire expansion. That's I've spent 4 days going through a single patch of storyline in this game. So that is just pitiful. And there was maybe, I don't know how much cutscenes were in it, but it felt like I was actually only getting maybe 2 hours worth of storyline plot, and that is kind of what I came to expect from games. So, Quarry Mill. So yeah, I feel challenged in this game. The storyline, I'm skipping over it on this character, but I recommend that you all don't. If you're watching this video. Please, my friends, please. Alright, we're gonna unlock this. Take the bronze. We will come back here later. Palace of the Dead. Palace of the Dead is a dungeon that is basically an endless dungeon. And there's things that you can get, loot and whatnot. So, also relatively good for leveling later on, because you can get 1/3 of a level approximately from running one. And when it can take you, you know, multiple hours to get that much experience. And you can do it in maybe 20-30 minutes. Yeah, you can see why some people like to do Palace of the Dead, and there's a secondary iteration that is not quite as intense. You can also get weapons in there. But getting the weapons and will take a little bit of time. You got to go through quite a bit. Back into the heavy footwear. And we're blue. Okay, we gotta kill some things down here. The antelope stags for their horns. Oh, dang. Someone's over-leveled. Well, you at least let me get the first hit. Then you can destroy it. Thank you. Oh. Someone else got it. I'll just head up to the red circle and kill some there. Antelope stags. Oh, yeah, they just came up and smacked it. Thank you for the quickness. Yeah, I'm considerably lower level than you. I'm guessing they might be a person at the end of their... trial account. Now, I've never played with a trial account, so I don't know all the caveats of it. Oh. Forgot that I have this. Hold on, saddle. Yeah, let's do the old school. Do the old school stuff, what we used to wear back in 2.0. Behemoth barding. There's some bardings that I want to get on Sav that are... I want to get the Titania barding. I'm trying my best not to do spoilers. But there are some things that you're just not gonna... You're gonna see stuff and go like, whoa, what's that? That's okay. Let's talk to you. And yeah, we'll hire a chocobo and we'll go to Quarry Mill. That's the other nice thing. If you're doing the chocobo porter, you won't get attacked. Try to get a lot of stuff done. I have high hopes. I like to plan big. Okay, where are we at? 27. We're gonna get a dungeon here soon. Oh, AK's 50. Lost City is 50. Cloudy right now. I think that might actually be cool. The world. So occasionally there are rare fates. One of the rare fates for the original game was the weather will change in all of the Black Shroud to contentious. And what that will mean is well, it'll be tranquil in some areas but contentious in others. And the one where it says contentious, Odin has spawned. And you can fight Odin to get his armor. But you get items that you can trade to buy his armor. His armor's pretty badass. He doesn't spawn as often as I remember him spawning in the past. But I think that's just been because things just weren't right for the spawn. I think certain fates have to be down in all places in order for him to be... You have to have people actively doing fates, in other words. Okay, Mephrid. Oh hey, we got a glamour prism. Got a few of them. So, green gear that you pick up is going to be worth a lot more. Not necessarily monetarily, but green gear is going to be more powerful than regular gear. Of equal level. Blue gear is going to be stronger than that. There really are the only 2 grades of armor. 3 grades. Okay. I'm going to give a small warning, because this is one thing that I do remember about this section. There is some stuff that is alluded to. It's not outright said, it does reference it though. That can be a little shocking in this area. Or traumatic for others. So just play it safe. It's not descriptive, but it's definitely there. Yeah, I had to have done all this stuff on Momo, because she's Black Mage. How far in the quest did I get on her? I don't know. Like the high potion. Kremfing. Rendezvous with Wilred. Now, remember that little Alamigo only has a few entrances, and you gotta know where they are in order to get out. When I was first here, I thought there was only the one entrance. Main one right there. So don't be concerned if that happens. Don't beat yourself up. That's the mob's job. That's the mob's job, yes. A joib, what's a joib? I'm almost at the point, because the gear that it's given me is like extremely low level, like gear that's 10 levels below me. I might go and see if I can't procure stuff off the market board. Probably want to hit 40. And the completion over here, little quest we need to complete, that, my friends, is Sunken Temple. Now, if you're wandering through here, do not engage the Rockskin Piest. Or Paste. I don't know how to pronounce that. Because they have considerably more HP than you want to get tangled up in. I thought. But is it at least same color? Yeah, it's the same color. Ascertain the youth's intentions. Map of Xanarak. It's also worth noting that over here it's 2 stories, 2 floors. You can go up or you can go down. Wilred, why are you being a jerk? At least the past little bit I've gotten a lot better at speaking, I think. Or rather, my voice is not cutting out on me quite as much as it used to early on in the streaming process. outside. Oh, it's funny, I'm paying attention a lot more to how I talk. And how I will drop certain... Like right there, certain. Certain. I've got one of them, Midwest accent? No, not Midwest. Mountain accent. When you take the time to enunciate everything that you are trying to say, you will come across differently. And one thing that people... It takes time to work on yourself. Oh. You're named, so we gotta kill all your goons. Hired goons? Oh, he's got a battle drake. Come on. Come back here, we're gonna kill y'all. Oh yeah, it stripped me of my taunt. So we'll kill these. One thing that I think should be said is it does not matter how good you are at this game, you will die. Oh. Weren't good. Come here, pikeman. That you need to die. No, it's you that needs to die. You got him down. Got them down. Now, Sunken Temple is going to be a fun dungeon to go through. We will get there when we get there. I'd rather do them all in order because I'm trying to put them on YouTube as well in order. And Sundays are going to be my editing days, so get them and then I will... Yeah, we need to go this way. I'll get them all done and then, you know, trim them out during the week. Upload them Sunday. Maybe schedule one. Yeah, we'll see. There are approximately 80 normal dungeons in this game. Or the dungeons that I've been uploading. But there's also the raids and the other stuff. Oh, it's gonna be fun trying to do Binding Coil on here. I never did Bahamut when it was well, I did when it was at level content, but we had a raid leader that was not very leader-ish. He was quite the jerk. Oh no, we're not gonna I'm not gonna get angry. Just like do what you can. We'll talk over the fight, then we'll engage it. And you know, the first wipe. First wipe. Whose fucking fault was that? It's like first wipe. And it was on a mechanic that hadn't been explained. So, yeah, he was not fit to be a raid leader. Dorado del Sol. Huh. Didn't realize this was a fishing spot. Makes sense though. Copy waters. Go in and talk to Minfilia. She'll send us on another quest. As is her wont. Level 35. But I get the feeling I'm going to be able to complete all of the paladin stuff when I'm finally there. Araxia, what are you doing here? Let's get our stuff fixed. We get not anything that we need to get. Oh, we're going to north? Okay, we're already there. We want to go, we'll go New Gridania. Need to go to Felgard Float. In Shroud? No, North Shroud? I think North Shroud. So, be able to not go through that way. Okay. Get Archer's Guild. I think Botanist Guild as well. This Saturday I'm probably gonna hop on Sav and do some of the Make It Rain stuff. I've missed, this is the one event that I've missed almost every single time. Because there isn't really much to get, it's just increased gold saucer points. Yes, the gold saucers in this game. It could happen to you as the quest that you need to take to access the gold saucer. Okay. Oh, that's right. There's an entry from Old Gridania up there. Okay. Didn't need to come this way, but we did anyway. I don't remember a lot of this stuff. And it's funny because the old content is still relevant, because you still have to go back and visit the old spots for certain quests. Like when I was doing the original relic weapons for Sav. You had to come and visit this little section right here. There was a lot going on there. Mid cutscene. Dungeon in here? There is. Let's talk to 18. Gotta slay Ziz. Now this is a place that can get a little, can get turned around here. Because you're walking on Swiss cheese over here. Oh! Yeah, you shouldn't have picked a fight with them. Gotta go up. Yeah, there's a lower section and an upper section here. And if I could raise that guy, I would. I do not have resurrection skill. If you see something with that symbol, this like green explosion, that is going to be a higher level creature than is normally that level. There are only a few instances across all the zones. That like Fecta down there, bear. Yeah, he's one of them too. He's a hunt target. These are just quest targets. Got one Ziz down. The other two. Oh, I gotta go attune. I was thinking it when I was writing in, but I was talking about something else, and it slipped my mind, so... Once you're dead... Wanna tune. About the only thing that'll happen if you die is you'll be out a little bit of time. If you die while you are in the middle of a fate... Don't release, unless it's a long fate and you know you can get back. Oh, I did. Well, that's me paying attention to myself. Like, the Odin fight, there's a good chance that if it's in the early stages of the fight, you can get back before it's killed. But, stay down. A lot of times there are going to be healers that will be finding people that need to be rezzed in the middle of the thing. Hey, it's a divergent quest line. Oh. Actually remove those. Okay, there we go. Need that one. Stone. Grave New Depths. Yeah, we need... It could happen to you, I don't need being shown. Golem fragments. So the golem fragments are for the fate. I am above the fate's level. Gotta go down, don't we? Yep, we gotta go down. Okay, so... Make sure you're not gonna be in combat when you jump down. Because... you can get killed. Like that. So many times it's better to run out of something than to interrupt it. There are certain... There are exceptions, obviously. But, running out gives you more time to do damage while they're not actively damaging you. If you interrupt them, then they are not doing that. They will continue damaging you, in other words. I'm tired. I probably shouldn't be doing this while I'm tired. And I'm probably going to be repeating myself multiple times because it's good advice. In the long run, it's good advice. I don't know what I'm going to do. At least I stopped talking mostly like a Swede. Mostly. But yeah, I got a drive that I was saving a lot of videos for my old D&D group, and I really don't need those, so I am going to, I just scoured the drive, got rid of a lot of stuff today. Like, you know, maybe a year and a half worth of recordings. I'm cool with that. I'm completely cool with that. I gotta purge my laptop of them too. Running out of space. I was trying to do some things, so once I save it from Twitch, I can use AVC, any video converter, to make it smaller. Hopefully. The only drawback to that is that Vegas won't necessarily recognize the file format anymore. I gotta find something that's Vegas friendly but is still compressed. Or I need to find a way to update the compression codecs in Vegas so that it can read MKV files, because Matryoshka files are very nice. Quest 1 done. Quest 2? Quest 2 done. Alright, Meldred. Medrod. This hawk? Similar. That looked like floating eyes. That Hawk Manor was part of yeah, it's gonna send me to Hawk Manor. Hawk Manor. I don't know how it's pronounced. I've never heard it pronounced in-game. H-A-U-K-K-E. Floating eye, yep. And this is probably the clue that sends me to the manor. So if we get into Hawk Manor, I'm gonna go through that, and then we'll see how tired I'm feeling. Nope, or I could just streamline. Nope, nope, I gotta take it there. That won't be too much of a hassle. Hello, train, I hear you. I believe we get sent to talk to somebody in Old Gridania. Nope. Gridania. Don't want to use a ticket for 60 skill. Ow. He's gonna send me to talk to somebody in Old Gridania. If I recall correctly, I could be misremembering. Bernadette! I didn't realize that you were a BC spoke to. That you were just there to stand around and direct traffic. Yep. Okay, before we do that, we're gonna go grab this Ethernet crystal. Tuning. This should mean the botanist is the only one that we've got left. Go Lancer's Field. He is probably going to send me to somebody that's up here if my memory is correct. Hey. In 5 years, 6 years, whatever, still remember some stuff. What do you... There we go. He sends me to Hawk Manor. Okay, so we are entering Hawk Manor shortly. I'm going to go get the last guard crystal. I can teleport around a lot easier. You will understand when I get there. Beans. I've attuned myself to all the shards. The Blue Badger Gate, the Yellow Serpent Gate, and the White Wolf Gate, and the airship landing are now accessible as Aethernet destinations. But yes. You don't need to tell me each one. Just did in that little message. Okay, so we're gonna go to the White Wolf Gate. So much faster than running there. Hawk Manor. Travel through Marlborough territory. Oh, Jaded Jody's up. Good thing somebody else was here. I can now access Hawk Manor. So. Doing. Or are you able to be ninja? You're just unlocking this now. Okay. 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 E has to do with romance. Welcome to Hawk Manor. Could be pronounced differently. I don't know. It looks like Hawk. I'm going to call it such. This dungeon has 3 bosses and one little hiccup in it, and I will explain that when we get there. So, first round, first bit. Iron Will up. Start out and you go to the left. Make sure everybody's with you. Alright, we got a white mage, so they've probably been here before. Okay. In the first room, maidservant and stunner. Maidservants you want to stun or run out of. And it can be difficult sometimes. Maintain aggro on everything while you're stunning things. These are the one mob that I do not mind if the DPS stun. Because sometimes it's not available. Yep, like that. Go low blow. Oh, did somebody grab the key? Yes, somebody grabbed the key. Be careful because this does have roaming monsters, those succubi maidservants are that wander. Keep an eye on them. Wait for them to cast their AoE before you stun them. Very important. So she's just going to go back and forth, back and forth. Trash will go like trash goes. Careful. Don't necessarily want to, Okay, I'll let you do it. The ninja likes running through stuff, so we'll let the ninja run through stuff. Now you need to find the tiny keys that drop off certain mobs. There was one in that first room. Got one tiny key. The tiny keys open the locked doors. And there are some doors that need to be unlocked that are extra. This first floor is all about avoiding the maids from doing their big AoE attack. Don't get hit by it, in other words. Okay. Minor maidservant, you come to me. The stunner. And she's down. Pick up the tiny key. You do not use it on this door. You do not use it on that door. Good, everybody's with me. Alright, so this can be the dangerous corridor. Because there are two maidservants, and they kind of path near each other. So, be careful. There's a third one over there, and if you pull all three, there's a good chance you're going to screw something up. Okay, got them both. Paladin is the only one that can do that, because they've got the double stun. If you're not a Paladin, stun one and run away from the other. Just a recommendation. Be a chest in this room. No, there's a chest in the next room. All the way down there. No, this is just a tiny key. There are enough tiny keys to open all the doors in this place. The ninja is really good at getting where they're supposed to be standing. Okay. This is the Manor Claviger. Which, if it's taken from German, they are a piano player. Okay. She will target people with Void Fire, which is basically Fire 2. It explodes, it's an AoE targeted at somebody nearby. She's also going to do the point-blank AoE that the others have done. Don't stun her, please. She's the boss. Don't stun bosses. Your DPS do not stun bosses. Your stun does not do any damage. And it builds up her resistance, the boss's resistance to stuns. So if that had stun resistance, there's a good chance that could have hit me. It's just, in your best case, not to use stuns on bosses. Unless you are the tank. There should be one more point-blank AoE before this ends. Nope, just the Void Fire. So this is not like World of Warcraft, where you can stun things, bosses and whatnot, with impunity. You have to We need to go back this way. So, after you kill the boss, you go back through the door that you came in through. You're gonna open the ivy door. And you are going to run down the stairs, because if you jump down, there's a good chance you are going to get killed. Because there are mobs down there. Oh. Pass. Pass. Alright, the basement. The basement is a setup of... Think of it more like a bunch of jail cells. You've got to enter into certain cells and grab certain items. Well, we got to kill the monsters, to be perfectly honest. There is a tiny key over here, which we should need. After they're down, we'll take the tiny key. And then we've got to get the thing to open the carnation door. We're looking for the key to the carnation door, which requires us to run all around. Yeah, healer's getting ready to grab the key. So, be warned, stepping outside here, there will be maidservants. Remember, stun them when they get to you. Try not to have your back to the enemies. Yeah, I need to upgrade my gear. Because the healer has been chain healing me. I'm gonna wait for the healer to get mana. Oh. That's what I wanted. This is just an excuse to let the healer get some mana back. Oh, healer can get can use some new stuff as well. Grab the tiny keys. Check all of the cells. Don't have to kill that room. Okay, don't pull that group yet. This group has been pretty on the ball. So as the tank, your best bet is to establish threat, and then move into a position that has all the enemies in front of you. And then just AoE. Once you establish threat on something, you should not lose it. Not saying you won't, just saying that you shouldn't. Doesn't mean you're a bad tank, just means that there are probably other things going on. Like, there are some fights where the enemies will focus on you, or focus on a certain person. I forget which room has this stuff, so we have the treasure coffer, Gaskins, not the loot that I need. So the reason that you want to go right, or go left after you come down here is because of this wall right here. Gotta open this door, yellow key is right there, and that opens the Carnation door. When you end up in certain dungeons, you will get a healer that decides that you need to have regen on you as you pull. Pay attention to this. Because 1 tick of regen gives threat to the healer right away, and if you don't hit the enemies first, you are going to have the enemies going to the healer, because that 1 tick of regen moves the healer to the top of the threat list. Not much, but it does matter. If we were doing a full clear, we would go in there and get that last tiny key. Waiting for everybody to get over that, then we come to the Carnation door. Now, this is 2 bosses. Jester and the Steward, and I normally kill the Jester first, because the Jester is a ranged attacker. This is a very simple fight. The Jester will be casting spells, the Steward will be attacking normally. He'll get slowed because of the ice spikes. The Steward will cast point-blank AoE damage. To express what you want killed first, it's nice to have the target to attack set up. But the ice spikes is a damage shield, so there aren't many enemies that use them. Just means that every time you hit them, you will take some damage. Manor Steward is now just the tank and spank with the occasional AoE. Stop stunning them, please. Do that, I can't do this. Check this. A Manor Scale Mail. Yes, I will take that. I'll pass on that, but we will travel. Turn. This is the thing that is an issue. You have to cast Return when you defeat that boss to get back to the start quickly. There we go. The reason you do that is because you have to go up the stairs to fight the next boss. This was not the best designed dungeon, but it's not a bad one. You can go up either direction. Just have to beat this Manor Sentry. So the ninja didn't know that stunning was not a good thing to do in these dungeons. The stun in this game, aside from the paladin stun, does no damage. So there is no reason to be activating the stun unless you are interrupting a skill or something along those lines. And a lot of times it's best for the tank to be doing that so they know when they have to actually run out of mechanics if a stun doesn't work. Okay, this boss, there is mechanics to be paid attention. So I'm going to explain the fight. So in the four corners, I'll explain after I type it out. Alright, so this boss will spawn ads. There are going to be lanterns that appear in all four corners. And she will do the same stuff that the other maidservants have done. She'll cast Void Fire on me, which does a lot of damage. So we're going to have Void Thunder on me. Very shortly, this barrier is going to drop, and then we're going to have to run over and deal with the lamps. I'm going to drag her back a bit. And then I'll pop a potion. Dark Mist, you do not want to get hit by that. Dark Mist will basically stun you. We're doing this again. Interacting. Down. Candle. You want to kill the candle. Candles are the precursor to the other ads coming out. So you kill the candle. You don't want the bomb to explode itself either. There's the second candle. Candle's gonna die, and now we should have the ads. Yep. So I'm gonna grab the Handmaiden. Handmaiden. The Sentry is casting Stone Skin, which is what I didn't want it to do, but we're gonna come and focus on the Sentry getting it down. The Sentry is the most dangerous one because of the Stone Skin. Handmaidens should go down quickly. But if you can get to... Yeah, the Stone Skin is a skill that has been removed from the game. Player characters, I don't know if they're planning on reintroducing it, but it's basically an absorption barrier. nope, 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 nope. Run away, run away. Okay. This boss can be stunned. I didn't know if she was the first one that couldn't, but... And that is Hawk Manor. And that is the way that that boss is supposed to be done. Everybody was running to their corner and doing their stuff. So... Alright. I'm gonna give that the ninja. Don't need. Don't need. Don't need. So, let us head out of here and head on to the next thing. Hey, I got 3 comms for that. And we are skipping all story as best we can. And just because I can, I'm going to... See, I got all 3 commendations. I'm just... I like it when I can get the comms. Back there, so we'll go to New Gridania. Won't waste a ticket on it. And that's one thing, with a lot of the influx in players, a lot of people don't understand the fights. They don't know the fights, so you've got to explain a little bit to them. Like, the other night when I was in, Todorock. Todorock? No. Yeah, 1,000 Miles of Todorock. They pulled the boss before I could explain what the boss fight was, and so I was playing catch-up, trying to explain to them what to do. Granted, the boss went down like he went down fast. Yeah. As you get higher, the bosses become a little bit harder, and you've got to pay attention to mechanics. Especially in these early dungeons. A lot of the mechanics get carried through to later bosses, and they just like grab bag for different bosses what the things are. So it's important in the lower levels to understand what is going on in the dungeon fights. So I'm feeling good. I can go a lot longer. A bit longer. Maybe not a lot longer. Okay, we're going to report to Minfilia, but before we report to Minfilia, I am going to go and... Well, I'm going to... Manor scale mail. Manor breaches. Okay. That's actually not a bad looking set of armor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy gear. Viola Rogetta. Market board. You can buy almost anything here. Steel longsword. Bit pricey. None were high quality or cheap. If you have a choice between getting a low quality and a high quality, and you're planning on using it for a while, get the high quality. It makes a difference. So this gets 6 damage versus 4 damage increase, so 21 versus 23, and you get 1 more strength, 1 more vitality, and 1 more tenacity on it. Let's check shields. Decorated iron scutum. Is... Name? Nope. Cool. Okay. You can check, I can't move my mouse over there because it's going to disappear, but if you look at the gear at the very bottom of the description, right above or right below the selling price, you can see who crafted the item that you're going to be buying. If there's no name, then it was a world drop. Like my Iron Spatha, there's nothing down there. Okay, so we are to dead. You want something? Let's make it Paladin. Okay, Gladiator. Dead. So we want specifically one that is item comparison. Okay. Well, I will keep this gear for a little bit longer then. I think it's just my... Oh, hey. Did I? I did not. Okay, so I need to go and talk to Mutamix. So that is something I'm going to go do right now. Something important that I need to explain. We are going to go to Blackburst Station. So, this is an important quest to take, and I should have done it earlier when I came here for the actual storyline quests, but it's something that you should be paying attention to as well, because it's the materia. Forging the Spirit, marvelous mutable materia. So these are going to be quick quests, I hope. And I recommend reading them. Excuse me. Materia transmutation now available. And this is the one that allows you to actually affix materia. Okay, so now what that did is... So, you see how this gear, next to the green bar on the icon in the info, bar is full. We can now click Extract Materia, and it reduces that bar back to 1%. Do that on this item as well. What this does is it gives us materia. Materia is used to upgrade gear. Ooh, that's actually a good one. I don't think any of my gear is going to be close to having the required amount except for this because I haven't changed any of this. So, we got Heaven's Eye, which increases direct hit rate. Some of these will not allow for it. And I cannot meld materia by myself. In order to meld materia on your gear, you need to have the crafting job associated with that item the proper level. So this one is armor level 13. So you need to be at least a level 13 armorer to attach materia to this piece of gear. On my main character, it's not a problem, because she's 80 across the board. We're going to return to speak to Minfilia. So materia is a definite must in this game. You don't necessarily have to level your characters to attach it. There are NPCs in every market that will do it for you. You just talk to them, I think you pay a small fee, and then you can attach it. It goes a lot quicker if you've got the skills up. I do not... Well, I might I might. I think if I'm going to be doing crafting tutorials, I might use Salve. Just because it's a pain in the butt to level crafting. Because it's a matter of gear and skills. We'll see, we'll see. There's some Infilia. Where's the sprinkles? I saw them earlier. Okay, that's Hawk Manor out of the way. The next one is going to be Brayflox's Long Step. And I know that is So Brayflox Long Step is a good place to go for a few things. Use. That can be better than what I've got. What I'm using. Nope. Can't sell these, but you can use them. I like that it gives you the shield too. Just getting rid of them out of the inventory. No, I shouldn't be doing that. Are we going to Titan? We're going to Titan next. Okay. So, no. Long Step is not the next location. Next location is going to be... Anoskia. Takes a while to load in. Okay. What do we have? Here we've got Hawker's Alley. Fisherman's Guild, Aft Castle, Hawker's Alley. So I'm going to go grab all of these so that I can travel around this area faster. And then we'll get to Titan. Titan's a fun fight. Titan's also a fight. If you don't pay attention to mechanics, you die. This will be the last one that I get down here, and then I can go upstairs and grab all of them. So I'll take this to the Aft Castle and then explore. Aft Castle. I think there's the Armorer's Guild and the Culinarian Guild. That's the only others that I've got up here. Could be mistaken, but I think that's correct. That's just Culinarian. Okay, we're gonna grab the Culinarian Guild. That should be the last of the things that I require. We have Beauty is only scale deep, rising to the challenge. Okay. This NPC right here. Rising to the challenge. This is a quest that you absolutely should take. Right off the bat. As soon as you can take it, take it. This should open up the challenge log. Beauty is only scale deep. That unlocks the aesthetician. So, this quest, it allows you to change what your character looks like. Not everything about your character, your hairstyle, and your tattoos, and your makeup, I believe. Mainly just hairstyle. They added it because they found that a lot of players were upset that they had to spend real money to just change their character's hairstyle. When the Fantasias that they sell... Oh, Marauders Guild. When the Fantasias that they sell have to be wasted, more or less. Fantasias are cash shop items that allow you to change everything on your character. Except starting class. But everything that you create at the beginning. Okay, this is my last one. We return to the aft castle. The pop-up, there we go. See, I can now access the various gates to the city. Go aft castle. Talk to her. Speak to disgrunt. Nope. Speak to Tractum. Lower Lenoskia. Okay, so... Go... Okay, that's the Tempest Gate. But before we go... You're going to complete the challenge thing. Which, it's said by the ferry docks. Let's, where are the ferry docks? Okay, so it's Fisherman's Guild. I thought the NPC was in, lower decks. Started it. Okay. You have now access to the challenge log. So, the challenge log... Challenge log is wonderful. As you unlock new things, you will have access to new things. PvP... More things will appear as you go, but it's a good way to get money. And these things redeem instantly as you complete them, so you don't need to worry about turning things in, like in other games, when you actually complete something like that. So let us exit the... Okay, what was it again? Wasn't the Zephyr Gate, so it's the other gate. The Tempest Gate. You want to definitely have some, like, assistance leveling up challenge log. Because you'll get experience based upon your level. All of this experience scales. So it's not going to be 37,000 for the entire time. Here you'd get wolf marks. Fates, you'll get experience. Leave quests. I haven't gone over those yet, but we will get there. Crafting and gathering. Crafting shares it across all 8 disciplines. Gathering, you've got fishing. And you've got actually gathering, which I have not unlocked. Then there's Grand Company, where you complete supply and provisioning missions and you'll get bonus seals. And if you turn in high quality items, you'll get even more. What this is you can turn in crafted items to get bonus seals. Oh, are we here already? Yes, we are. This is taking us to Titan. We're at level 30, so we should be unlocking the ability to get Paladin soon. It might actually be right after Titan. Okay. King Rat. And a lot of enemies in this are going to be stylized. Do not worry about it. A Gubu farmer. Gubue. Gubue. Almost sounds like good boy. So, tomorrow I don't know what I'm going to be playing. I think I'll probably continue with this. I might switch over to something else like Stardew, or we'll see what's on my list. Lotta is not going to be LA. Okay. Speak with the miller. Standing right here. Okay. Destroy the large boulder. First one to smash their boulder will be... Don't even think about trying to kill me, that's cheating. Okay. Oh, I can't put reprisal on him. "15 seconds of self-destruct." 10 seconds. You want to know why I'm doing this? Play through the story quest. This is actually one of the funnier aspects of this section of the game. It's nice that things become lighter because they're going to hit very heavy soon. At least by my standards. Speak with Costa del Sol. Costa del Sol. The resort area. When I mean resort, I mean this entire area is a resort. Apkalu. You're fighting some Kakurns. Still curious about their primal. They even have one. Large buffalo. Can be the leaves, yes. Brave Blocks is long step, so. Soon. I'm still a sprout. Oh, that is a fishing spot. Interesting. Okay. Well, maybe we're not gonna fight Titan. It might come a little bit later. Dang it. So, there are spots where you can swim, and you auto-dismount. They did nix. Let's... Oh, I gotta go wait now. But there are a lot of places that you can rest, relax, and Costa del Sol. I'm honestly surprised Costa del Sol isn't like a hub for role-playing. Because it's one of the only places that seems like suited to it. Especially now that they've added swimming. Definitely makes doing these quests easier. Swimming wasn't added until Stormblood, I think. Pretty sure. Okay. Where are we going? The Black Shroud. I attuned to Camp Tranquil when I didn't attune, did I? No, I just ran down there and grabbed the quest because I was blinded by the quest. Haven't even completed the quest. Well, there are two ways that I can get there. I'll take the southern route because it's the most dangerous. Hey, what's fun? What's life without a little danger? So this will take me by Amphitor Keep. AK as it was known back in the day. That was a place that you would run probably... You'd run it so much that you'd get sick of it. The boss is a pushover now. The final boss is a pushover. But it used to be like, if you didn't do it the way you were supposed to, you were going to get destroyed so fast. Okay, so we will attune this time before we do the quest. There are very few items that I'm going to need or need on that aren't that drop from bosses and whatnot. If it's gear I can use, I'll take it. If it's an extremely rare item, I'm gonna grab it. And by that, I mean like the Nightmare Whistle. Nope. Okay, we need to talk to you again. Lay hands on the Adamantoise egg. Gonna make for an angry Adamantoise. I will help you in a moment. I'm gonna spawn mine. Get hit by that. That's okay. I'm not gonna fault people for not sticking around to help me. I do not expect others to help me in this game, but I will help others. We gotta take the egg anyway. That's gonna be one nice omelet. Such a nice omelet. Okay. Speak with at the Forgotten Spring, which is where? Annalyn. Oh. Okay, so we've got to go to Little Alamigo. We got to go to the Forgotten Spring. I think a lot of these quests were designed to get you the aetheryte crystals. So you could teleport. Now I know for a fact that this is going to be going through level 50, like 40 to 50 territory. I think I can survive a few hits from one of them. Maybe. I'm gonna run through here. That was a needed fate for something. You had to complete certain fates for one of the weapons you had to make for some of the relics. Okay, so you notice how everything's like 45 around here because you're meant to run through this section. The enemies are spaced out just wide enough that you can get by them. You don't want to get too close to that beacon because it's going to start casting fire on you. And once you make it about here, you should be good. Yeah, because then we enter this section, which is lower level again. It's interesting that there's the divide between the two. Nagori Desert. Dune Angler, another one that you do not want to attack by itself. Ranger of the Drake, Drifting Cloud. Ugoro Muli, the Chocobo Keep. Pori Pori is here. They're advancing along with me. It looks like they're not paying attention to story quest either. Then again, they're like level 80. I don't know if they boosted or not. Or they might be doing New Game Plus. So we have attuned to that Aetheryte. Come in here. Talk to them. Savage aim, direct hit. We'll take the direct termination. Take it again. Uad Nun. Use the spear to lure out the Amalja veteran. Interesting that we're focused on the Amalja right now. I don't remember all of the story that's going on right now, so... I'll keep saying it, I recommend playing the story for you. I've done it on Sav. This character is just a learning character. It's interesting, I keep seeing, like, text changes on, OBS, and it just kind of... It's like something changes, and then I glance over and it hasn't changed, so... I might just be seeing things out of the corner of my eye. I might think that it's the audio, but... I don't know. Reach the destination, dismount, use the item. Items can be used from the quest list. Spear to lure out the veteran. Go to the destination. Wait at the destination. Beat the crap out of the Amalja. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring this to a close sometime soon. Don't want to stream past 1 o'clock. Unless I'm doing a really long stream. Teleport. Now, one thing to of note when it comes to teleportation, if there are 2 spots on a map, one of them will always be cheaper to teleport to. This one's 105 gil, and this one's going to be 70 gil. So remember that there are 2 options, and one of them will be more expensive usually. Aquarius is not going to be as good for me. Play an angler and collect its carcass. Okay. Ingredient you seek is meat of whale worm. The creatures are exceeding rare and must be lured out. To this end, suggest you slay an angler and use its carcass as bait. Okay. This guy. No. Okay, this is not one of the ones that is going to be overly powerful. A lot of them that have this symbol will. So be warned. Okay, I have to do a specific one. An angler. Oh, just an angler. Okay. So note, there are 2 different types. There's the Angler and there's the Dune Angler. Now we've got the carcass. Go over and we summon the worm. I hallude. Yeah. Kind of obscure reference. Most people are familiar with the horrible sci-fi series from the horrible sci-fi series. Don't remember the 1980s movie for Dune. I say it was a horrible series on sci-fi because, so Frank Herbert, the guy that wrote the book, he was available, he was there for the first movie. He was a creative consultant on the movie for various things like, well, how do you say this word? How do you say this word? And when it came to the sci-fi series, they completely ignored all of his stuff. They changed the pronunciations of a lot of things. And it's kind of funny because a lot of the words are based on words from Middle Eastern languages like Arabic. Because he was rather fond of that area. So, you know, you've got the Saduka, which were the stormtroopers for the Harkonnens, and they were pronouncing it letter for letter. So it was Sarduker in the sci-fi series, and, you know, I cannot get past that aspect of it. I don't care how good the series is. It's like I was watching a YouTuber, and they were they did not do, they're a research YouTuber, and they did not do the research into how a person's name was said. And, you know, down in the comments, people were defending their choice, and it's not a matter of choice, it's this is the person's name. Yeah, you can pronounce it a different way, but that's not how the person that they were talking about pronounced their name. So, when you're talking about linguistics, yeah, I'll take issue with people that, you know, change the way a name of something is pronounced. And don't get me started on the GIF versus GIF thing. Pronounce it however you like. But, you know, stuff like the names in Dune, that's stuff that has been recorded, that's stuff that has been, that there is a definitive answer on how it's pronounced, because there's a freaking language out there that uses the words. Learn Sentinel. Okay. So, while you're getting skills in this game, you'll notice that they're kind of strange at which level you'll get. Instead of like every 5 levels you get something. Like I just got Sentinel, and it's level 40 traits, actions. Sentinel, and it's level 38. So a lot of this, the strange leveling for all this, stems from A Realm Reborn 2.0 when it came out, and the gradual, I can't get up farther down, the gradual changes that were made in the game, because you had a lot more skills, you had a lot more things that you would get. And they would be at levels that were appropriate for various content or what you might need for that content. So that's why they got rid of other skills that you would get at different levels. How are you ahead of me? Oh, he's using teleportation. Okay. Yeah, we'll go to Raincatcher Gully. We'll get Wineport. But, yeah. There's no excuse for mispronouncing something after you're told how to pronounce it. Oh, are we going to go to Brayflox? It looks like we're going to Brayflox next. Treasures and... Okay. Treasures and Tribulations will unlock, I believe, the treasure hunting. I'm not going to be doing that yet. Okay, Chocobo Keep. And, you know, it used to bother me a lot more than it does now. But, pronunciation of borrowed words. And I've realized that a borrowed word becomes a new word in its new language. Even if the definition is the same, it changes. But, yeah, with the Dune series, they butchered a lot of things when it came to the nomenclature. Like in Japanese, ninja, samurai, they are pronounced a specific way because those sounds exist in the language, whereas, there are 5 basic vowel sounds, a, I, A, O, U. And those do not necessarily apply to the letters that most of us would expect. So, it's also funny, there's, Brayflox's long step. This is where I'll advance in front of him because he is a DPS. Yeah, he's a monk. But, yeah, this is where it would, the Japanese has some sounds that we do not have in English. And the closest approximation is between an L and an R. So it's R instead of L or R. So it's between them, and it takes a while to understand what you're saying, and it's why, with Hepburn translation, romanization, I should say, they swap L and R a lot, and why that's used, but it's because the sound is literally between an L and an R. So, oh, they may have logged out. We're going to go into Brayflox's long step. Now, this is a dungeon that I have run multiple times, like a lot, because, well, we'll get into that later. Time for the recording. Brayflox's long step. Now, Brayflox. Oh, we're not gonna skip this. I'm so used to skipping the cutscenes. So Brayflox's long step is a dungeon that you also have to pay attention to the mechanics, even though it's a little bit simpler now. We'll see if we've got some... Looks like we've got somebody who might have been through here a few times. Ah. So, first thing, Iron Will. That's a ranged unit that we just hit. We are going to sit here. Okay, we have got someone who is not with us. Oh, somebody left. So that will happen occasionally. You will get someone that will leave the dungeon, and you've got to replenish the members. And if you leave a dungeon, you will get a leaving dungeon penalty if you are the first person to leave, and if you are If you're the first person to leave, you will get a penalty. If you're not the first person to leave, you shouldn't get a penalty unless they changed it recently. You will also not get a penalty if it was a preformed group of all 4 of you. You have to come over here, and you have to talk to this Goblin Pathfinder. The reason you do that is the Pathfinder gives you a key. If you don't do that, then you're going to run up to this doorway, and you're not going to be able to go through. So the first boss. This has... Does this place have 4 bosses? Yes, this place has 4 bosses. Okay. So this is an outlier again. There were a few of these back in the day, where you had 4 bosses instead of 3. Most dungeons are down to 3 bosses now. New ones that are made. So first boss. First boss does poison, and they will also call occasionally extra fizzes to come fight for them. So as the tank, you've got to watch for them to be there, and then you just pick them up. Usually better to have the DPS kill them all. But I'm not gonna fault them. I will focus on my AoEs to get them down. I'll single target this one down. Allows me to get my combo out earlier. Alright, so next group is going to appear soon. You want to dodge out of the numbing breath. Okay. So this group, you just have to pick up and just burn down the boss from this point, because once the boss dies, they will die too. Now, this is a place that... Huh. Didn't know that a weapons dropped here. In fact, I was pretty sure no weapons dropped here. So, around here, there are a lot of chests that you can get. You have to rescue goblins that are being attacked in order to get the chests. And there will be chests that will drop like that. But you don't have to get them all. We're gonna need on that. You don't have to engage all of them in combat, just a few of them. And if you approach these goblins, some ads will spawn. And if you go up that little route there, some ads will spawn up there. In fact, I don't think you even need to go up there. But we are going to ignore all the ads and just go straight for the boss. So the reason that I spent a lot of time in here previously is to get the cavalry set. It was a nice leveling set. All of the gear from here is good for leveling alts. And it looks nice too. That's one of the main reasons that I went for it. So, see, those chasers are going to appear up there. They are not going to aggro on us. I'm going to wait for... No. We are not going back and we are not rescuing... Nope, 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 nope. Don't. Oh, okay, so... He just went up there and aggroed these guys. And we won't get any loot from this. Because they killed the goblin. But yeah, this is technically side stuff you do not need to do. And these chests rarely have anything useful aside from maybe potions or some ethereal gear. Okay, this is the second boss. The second boss, please don't stun this guy. I need the stuns on this one. I need the stuns on this guy. Or, boss is going to go after, Brayflux. Brayflux spawns, comes in. Then that is why I do not like you stunning. You've got to kill both of these in order to finish this. So halfway through the fight, the Tempest Bios is going to come out, and Brayflux is going to come out as well. Now Brayflux is going to throw bombs at one of them, and it's going to aggro them. Yep, here we go. And that's when you stun. Is when Brayflux throws the bomb and the monster starts going after Brayflux. Because it lasts for just long enough that you should be able to kill it. Brayflux is going to run towards your healer, so stunning the boss is a good thing to do at this point. You have to time the stuns properly to make the fight easier. And we got the infantry gloves, so we'll pass on those. Now what I've done is gone in here at max level just for the loot. Let's recommend gear, equip, update, and what are you doing? We are going this way. You can go any way you want through here. I like taking this route because you don't get as much chance for ads. The swamp pugils are the only things that you're really going to have an issue with. There we go. Grab that. Run out of that. And we just got 2 ads that are going to be wandering. Because that pugil's not going to wander. And so down here there are going to be a few chests that you can get. But those are going to be potions. So it's not worth the effort. So we got the 2 wanderers, so that we should be good for a while. That pugil should not be wandering over by us. If you get hit by this ability, it just lowers your magic vulnerability, or increases your magic vulnerability. So it's not an end-all. Grab you. Grab you. There we go. We will position ourselves. Keep an eye behind you, because that pugil is still wandering around. We'll be fighting that pugil anyway, because I'm not going to do what I normally do. So what I would normally do here, which I'm not going to do now, is I would go inside the gate. I'd stand inside there to avoid pulling this pugil, but we are pulling the pugil. We don't need to, but I do not really trustworthy of this group anymore. Okay, so this is the third boss that we're coming up to. Let me get some water. third boss, named Hellbender. Okay. Everybody's in? Okay. This boss, he will spit basically at somebody. And it's going to put them in a bubble. While they're in the bubble, they cannot move, and they will take increased damage. And, you know, when I said don't stun bosses, yeah. They're not paying attention. So, yes, Jack White Rabbit got the bubble. So you destroy the queer bubble. Just so that he doesn't take extra damage and he can actually do stuff. Do your light, run out. Do not get hit by the stagnant spray. Bubble one more person, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be Dango. Dango. Yep. Oh, that wasn't the bubble. Okay. Now comes the last boss. Aeator is the last boss. And you have to bring him down about 20% in this fight. So, that is that. We wait for the chest to open. Ayatar. Ayatar, that's what its name is. The chest. I take the Quirus. That will be an upgrade. And I really love the way it looks. Okay. We're going to equip that before we do anything else. Update the gear. Along here, you don't have to pull everything, but you kind of will pull everything. Just the way it happens here. Don't get hit by the AoE. That's good, I got 2 of the cavalry pieces in one run. Grab the chaser. The other 2. So, there's a chest down over here we're not going to be going after. But if memory serves, there's a ring in there usually. I might be thinking of a different duty. Yes, there will be something like that. Chest with loot that doesn't drop elsewhere. But you've got to defeat a coral to get it. Not a difficult thing. But this is the last group that we're going to pull for this duty. After this, we go through the tunnel and we hit the last boss. Now, the last boss used to be a lot harder. And I'm really going to be, I mean, they're going to stun regardless of what I say. They've been ignoring my please don't stun requests. So, the boss can be stunned. We're going to watch the animation, and hopefully they won't pull the boss while we're watching the animation. So here comes Ayatar. They are, I think, the first dragon that we fight. So, the strategy for this boss that just makes the best sense is you get aggro, pull against the wall, and the reason you do this is so you can dodge out of stuff, so others don't get hit. He's going to fling pools of poison onto the ground. Now, these pools of poison are not the best thing to be standing in. They do damage to you, but they heal the boss. And that's the important thing that you've got to pay attention to. So the reason that I bring the boss over here is to move the boss if the poison lands under it, because it'll target, it's probably going to target Dango. More than likely it's going to target one of the melee people. Yep. Toxic Vomit. And we got to pull the boss out of it. And of course they are both. Yeah. If you're DPS in this fight, please don't dodge in the direction the... Okay. Don't dodge in the direction the tank is going to be pulling the boss. But if the vomit gets landed on the tank, not much you can do. Yeah, and they've been stunning the boss. So, if the boss were at its old school strength, it would be a lot more difficult. Did they remove the healing from the poison? No, because it flashed up the thing saying, yeah. It'd be a good time for them to limit break. There we go. Okay. So that is Ayatar. The fight is a lot easier because they've nerfed it, but that is how you complete that fight. And that is Brayflox's long step. Okay. It's now late. Infantry thigh boots. Pass. Pass. Gives a Dango. Alright, we're gonna head out of here. Got 2 commendations. I'm pretty sure it was the samurai that was ignoring my requests. We are going to get the gauntlets from that. I just like how this set looks, the full set. But I think... yeah, we'll bypass this and... turn... Costa del Sol. And I'm gonna call it for the night, because I am feeling a bit tired now, and I've got things that I still need to do before I sleep. So thank you everybody for watching. I've been Sentient Dessert. I appreciate anybody that stops in. I'm more than happy to answer questions. I hope that you have enjoyed. I hope that you're learning something if you're watching these on YouTube. If you are, like, comment, subscribe. I will try to get to questions as soon as I see them. So, yeah. I will catch you on my stream. Info is going to be in the description. Well, I'll have to edit that. But, yeah. So, stream is ending for now. I will catch you all again soon, probably tomorrow, for something. Have a wonderful evening. Yeah. Let's toss the raid out. Who gets the raid tonight? Who gets the raid tonight? Okay, well, Um, now let's go over and drop it on Celine. We're gonna go and hit Celine Dion, not the same person. So stick around if you're here. If not, that's okay. Take care. Have a good night. Love you. Be safe.